Hi everyone, I hope everybody's okay. It's been absolutely ages again. I say that every video. I've got absolutely tons to show you. I'm going to start off with all my whips. I think my last update was the very end of July, so I have got quite a bit to show you. So I'm going to start with my least two favourite whips that I've worked on first. So this is Winter Tammy by Brooks Books, and I literally just picked this up last night, and I just want to get this done to get it off my whip list. So yeah, I just started on her dress. I'm all over the show because I've not done this for so long. Then this is a Mermaid of the Pearls by Mirabilia. I took this with me to the Milton Keynes retreat that I went to at the end of October, and I just managed to get a bit more done on her fin. So I'm just going to work on this periodically. This is not really where I am anymore, but just for nostalgia I would like to get it done because it was my very first cross stitch. That wasn't you know, something from a magazine or something. I suppose this was my first serious cross stitch, albeit I have restarted it on just a different fabric. So this was another new start. This is the Drawn Thread Stars, and hopefully you'll be able to see this because it is really dark today. So I've managed to get quite a few, quite a lot of it done, and I'm just down here now on the houses. This actually comes with two different styles. So it's on this one it's got the ABC. I'm not even sure if I'm doing this right or if you can even see me. Yeah, this has got the alphabet at the start, and then it's just got this the start of a poem, or part of a poem, just there, but it does actually come charted, so you can actually put not put the alphabet in and put all of the poem in, which is what I did. And I think it's very beautiful the way it's done, albeit I've gone wrong ever so slightly because on the poem chart the lady is actually smaller, so you can fit bits in, but I was charting the lady from the ABC pattern, so then I've just had to rejig it. I was going to rip it out, but I quite like the way it looks, so it's fine. See the way it should. This should go round there, and mine doesn't. If she was shorter it would, but she's tall, I'm tall, and I'm leaving it. This is another start. This is Bobbin for Pumpkins by Brenda Gervais with 9 needle and thread. I ordered this on the Friday and it came on the Saturday, and I got to start it. I managed to get this far in like an afternoon, and then I mislaid the pattern, so I couldn't carry on anymore, and I've only just found where I've put it, so I will pick that one up again because I absolutely love this. Next, I worked on a little bit on A Horse Country Holiday by, who is this by? Artful Offerings. Now I'm doing the conversion put together by the Country Sampler, and I'm doing this on a piece of 36 count. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it down below if I remember. So yeah, that's where I am. I love this. I've not done a lot more, but I do love all the colours, and I would like to finish this before Christmas if I can, and finish it into a pillow. Then this is my travel piece. So I'm sorry, this is the only pattern I've got without going into my store, because it's just all shoved into a little bag that I carry around with me. This is Sally Spencer by Birds of a Feather. I think I showed this, I'm not sure if I showed this last time, but this is where I am now. I love this. I'm doing this on 28 count mocha, and it's really easy to work on because I can pick it up and it doesn't matter what the lighting is like because it's on 28 count. It's quite big, but yeah, it all just, I shove it in there so I can chuck it in my great big handbag. Next is In All Seasons by Tawny Cotton. I love this. I started this last time, I think, and I got here, and this is where I am now. So I started the house. I think I'd just done this bit before, so I brought this down, and this is how big it will be. Yep. So there's just a little bit above this, and then this, that's as big as it'll be, and I've just shoved it in the middle of the fabric, which is a bit of a waste, but I do love how this looks. This is 32 count even weave by Sparklies, and it's called BST, which stands for British Summertime. It should be done on 36 count or 40 count summer khaki, but I just loved how the blue looked. I'm having to work on that on a Q-snap because it's got speciality stitches in it, and I'm finding it quite hard to stitch in hand on the even weave for some reason. I don't know why. The next is Patriotic Puppies by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. I'm doing a conversion of this to make it more appropriate for Britain, but if you would have seen my Instagram, you will know that I had to have my cat put to sleep, and I was working on this at the time, and I just found it quite hard to concentrate working on this because it's 40 count, but yeah, I had to have her put to sleep on Halloween, so she was very poorly, but I know some of you won't understand, but those who have pets will understand how upsetting it is. But anyway, this is where I am. So I've managed to fill in the cart and put the wheels on, and then I've managed to finish all of the poppies there, and then it does require some 3D felt, not felt, what's the word, maybe it is felt, it's not felt, I don't know, it requires some 3D flowers put on there, and then I am adding in the poem Flanders Fields down the side, and this is stitched over one, so it's quite hard to do on 40 count, and I also need to do this in a Q-snap as well, or on a hoop is what I was actually using. But yeah, I did want to get this done before the 11th of November, Remembrance Day, but just with the things that have happened, I've just not been in the right frame of mind, as I said. And then finally, another new start. This is Victorian House by Nora Corbett, and I just loved how this looked when I saw it. I believe it's a new release, so I just loved everything about it. I love Victorian houses and that whole, it looks too perfect to be true, but I just quite like that look. And this is where I am. So I managed to get quite a bit done, and this is on 32 count Star Sapphire, I think. Is it? It's on the cardboard fabric, but it's either Star Sapphire or the Water Lily. I can't remember, but it's on the call for fabric, so I'm pleased with how that has turned out. And that's it for all of my whips. Now, finishes that I've managed to get done. These are the un-FFOs that I've managed to get done. They're all quite small, so albeit there are a lot, they're only small. So this is Santa's Flight by Shepherd's Bush, and I've added on the charms that come with it. I'm so pleased with how this has turned out, and I love the fabric. This is on 32 count even weave, Lorcan by Sparklies. I'm sure it's Lorcan or it's Maelstrom, one of the two. I can never remember. But yeah, I love this. I'm not sure how to finish that. This was a purchase and also a finish, but this is Garden House by Shepherd's Bush, and this actually came with the Jill Rensel mount in the kit, so I will eventually get it FFO'd, framed properly using the mount. Just thought that was really sweet. It was a really quick stitch. And then another, well, this is just Shepherd's Bush, I think, a Shepherd's Bush finishing thing. This is Wave. This kit was bought for me by Christina whilst Iris naps as a surprise, and I love how this has turned out. It should actually have a backstitched bird there, but I didn't really like the way it turned out, so I just found a button that I thought worked quite well. So yeah, there's that. And then this one is Black Snowman, again by Shepherd's Bush, and this was a kit, but I actually ran out of white silk, and I was quite frugal with my threads, but so these should be full snowflakes, but I just did half of them and then added the red line, and I don't mind how that has turned out, and I do love the colours on this. I love that red especially. So I'm not sure how I'm going to finish any of these. And then finally, I need something to put behind this, is my Prairie School of Santa 2006, I think this one is. And I did this in the new DMC Etoile. I just picked a green and a red, and it's only the green and the red that I've used for the Etoile, and the rest is just normal DMC or Anchor. I didn't put the backstitch Xmas on there. I've just left it blank, but I love how this has turned out. Yeah, I'm super pleased with him, and I think I will finish that one into a pillow, I think. And then some actual FFOs. I suppose this looks a little bit extravagant for one Flosstube, but I did actually have some money back from the tax man, so it paid for some things to be framed, which was quite nice. So this is A Rosy Garden by Shepherd's Bush, and this again it came with the mounts by Jill Rensel, so I bought it all as a kit from the Nimble Thimble. I loved how this turned out. I wasn't really that into the design, but Chris at the Nimble Thimble talked me into buying it, but I do love how it's actually turned out, and I do love the frame. I'll have the Garden House framed in exactly the same style, I think. That's that one. Then this is the Tenenbaum Topiary by The Drawn Thread. I wouldn't normally have the mounts, but because this is so small, and I just loved how the mounts brought it all together, I've got no glass on it, but yeah, I was really pleased with how that turned out. Having the mounts is what adds the money up, adds to the cost of getting something framed, so I don't think I'll be doing it very often, but I just loved how it worked for that one. Then this is Pomegranate Center by Plum Street Samplers, and this was one where I think I showed this in my last video as a finish, but I didn't add in the bottom snow thing he was on. I just liked how it looked, and I love this frame and how that has turned out. And then this is Buzzing Around You by Chessie and Me, and this is my second to last favourite. I love the frame, I love how it's turned out. Again, no glass, but yeah, I'm super pleased with how that one looks. And then finally, this is Summer House by Blackbird Designs, and again, I'm absolutely delighted with how this one has turned out, and I love the frame. And this one I think is my favourite finish, and I love the distressed look of the frame. So yeah, they were all my whips, finishes and FFOs. I lied, I had another whip. This is one I started at the Milton Keynes retreat at the end of October, and this is Mushroom and Fern by Chatelaine, and I am doing this on 28 count Babbling Brook. I hope you will be able to see the fabric because it's absolutely gorgeous, I think, the colour. And I bought this from Chris at the Nimble Thimble, but it is available on 123 Stitch, I think. So this is where I am. It looks more of an oval than a circle, but it should actually be a circle, and I think it's just because of how stretchy the fabric is. So I do hope you can see this. I haven't got a photo of what it should look like with me, so I'll have to insert one for you. But yeah, this is, it's quite a big chatelaine design, but it's one of my favourites, so I'm really pleased to have started it. This is on my largest Millennium frame, and this is 36 inches I think, so it's only just fits in there. I took part in 2 exchanges since my last video. The first one was the Dixie Sample Exchange, and that's a group on Facebook. I'll insert a picture of what I did. It's called Pumpkin Pocket by the Drawn Thread, and it's supposed to make a bag, but I actually finished the pumpkin design on a box that I got from Hobbycraft, and I painted it black and sanded it, and then put some fabric at the bottom of the box, some padded fabric. I'll insert a picture here. I was really pleased with how it turned out, and this is what I received. This is a freebie design from the Primitive Hair. I think this is Lither. I've already done this as a pillow, but my exchange partner finished it into a bag with some bee fabric. I love how this looks. There was you sent other things with your exchange parcel as well, but I've put everything away because it's been so long, but I did just grab the stitching. And then the other one was me and my stitchy BFF Christina. We did a Halloween exchange, and this is what I sent to her, and this is Hocus Pocus by Shepherd's Bush. You would have seen it in my last video. I always knew it was for her, but because she does have quite a lot of shepherd's bush kits and patterns and things, I just needed to test the water, so that's why I did show it. And I finished it into a box frame from Hobbycraft, which was just plain wood, and I painted it purple and black, and then I lightly sanded it just to get the purple to show through, and then lightly waxed it as well. But this is what Christina made me. It's by the Prairie Schooler, I think, part of a pattern from the Prairie Schooler, but she's finished it absolutely fab. I made a scissor fob, and it's got a little pumpkin end. I hope you can see that. And the scissors. You can never have too many embroidery scissors. But yeah, I love that, and that just sits on my desk. And that is it for everything now that I've finished. Yeah. And so it'll now just be on to haul. The continuity on this video is going to be awful because I've been away, closer, away, closer. I've taken my scarf off, put it back on. Anyway, there's obviously lots of haul because it's me, or what I'm just going to call this video is Hauloween, because there is quite a lot. I had a bonus from work, so I decided I wanted to order the rest of the shepherd's bush charts that I wanted from my wish list. Each their own, what they want to buy, so no judgment. And never from me anyway. But so I'll just start off with all the shepherd's bush charts that I picked up, and this is Busy Bee stitching tray. You can actually buy the trays that the stitching goes into, and I've got one saved for me at the Nimble Thimble. So then this is Be Still, and this makes up a pincushion, and it comes with all the finishing parts as well. And this is Slate Snowman. This is There Dwells My Heart. And this is Midnight Garden. And I've actually got the tray for this one, and if you can see, there's a crow or a raven at the end of the tray either side, so that, I think that's really nice. And then this is Wisteria Snowman. And this is one of my favourites. This is Happy Haunting. And this is Bee Blessings. It's a bit of a theme here, I think. This is one of my other favourites. This is Frightful Bee. Oh no, Be Frightful even, sorry. This is On the Road to Paris. I think this is a newer design. The Journey. Holly and Ivy. And the Abundance sampler. Then from the Drawn Thread, I'm really into them at the moment, and Chris at the Nimble Thimble has got lots of stitch models of the Drawn Thread, and one of them is this is a sampler of stitches, and it's basically A to Z, and then it's got loads of different speciality stitches that you can buy. So I bought, and this I believed was released however many years ago, I don't know, but there was one was it every 3 months or every 2 months, every 6 weeks, I don't know, but it's A, B, C, D, E, F. So I've bought the first 3 charts. So this is A, B, C, and the way Chris does it is she kits everything up, puts all the threads into the first chart, and I think there is one other chart that may have one other skein of silk, but it's only for that particular letter. It doesn't appear any sooner than when it appears, than when it's supplied in the chart, in the packs. I'm not even making any sense. So that's A, B, C, then D, E, F, and then G, H, I. And this doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely gorgeous. And if anyone does have the chance to go, especially anyone who's in the UK, who does have a chance to go to see Chris at the Nimble Thimble, you really should go there. It's such a lovely shop, and she's really nice and helpful, and will order you anything she can get. Then the rest, this is Holiday Hoopla by Brenda Gervais. Love this. I ordered the fabric from 123 Stitch. It was my first order with them, so I had to make it worthwhile, and their postage has been redone, so it's more of a reasonable price for them to ship to the UK. And then I also ordered Gone Batty. I got the charts from Sue at Peakside, and then I've just got the fabric from 123 Stitch, but it literally is radioactive in colour. So yeah, Gone Batty. I love this one. And then this is Queen of the Needle by With Thy Needle and Thread again. Blessed Bee. And I was pushed over the edge to get this after seeing Adele from Smurfette Stitches finish it on Instagram, and she's done it on, I want to say 56 count. Is it 40 count? Or 46 count? I can't remember, but it's Diddy, and it's so pretty. But I'm doing mine on 36 count. And then Eliza Ann Scott, and this is Dames of the Needle. And this Wee Santa 2017. Yeah, 2017. And then these are by Jeanette Douglas, and I love these. So this is Flax and Linen. These are a series, and I think there's 4, but I'm not sure if any more are being released because they're only from this year, I think. This is Pins and Needles. And then I've got samplers, and then I've just got the last one waiting for me to be picked up. Not for me to be picked up, waiting for it to be picked up by me. And then I've got Hannah's Brownstone by the Scarlet House. This is the Scarlet House. This is My Happy Place. I love this as soon as I saw it. I've got the Call For fabric, and I've just found some buttons in my stash, but I think that will be fab to stitch up and put into my stitchy room that I'm sitting in right now. And then there's a Gold Tie Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. Love this. I've got the Yuletide Welcome as well, which I think I showed last time. I love these. That house is just massive. And then this is Stitchy Witch by Homespun Elegance. She's got a needle, which I thought was quite fun. And this is Be Happy, again by Homespun Elegance. And this is Beehive and Hollyhocks by Lucy Beam. I think it's Lucy Beam. Lucy Beam loves in stitches. Love in stitches even. I thought that was really sweet, something a bit different. This is after I saw it on Farm Girls one of her latest floss tubes. This is the Pink Heat by Kringle Company. No, it's, I'm not sure which way round. Oh, right, it's called Kringle Company 1820 and it's the Pink Heat design. Excuse me. Again from Farm Girl, Let My Example Shine. I've got that all kitted up. I thought this was absolutely beautiful when she showed it. And this one, this was part of my exchange but couldn't be more appropriate for me, and this is Ode to the Busy Bee by Pineberry Lane. That's from the Dixie sampler exchange that I did. I'll just bring on the next pile. This is Goody Grimwood by Plum Street Samplers. This was sent to me by Vicky in America after I'd finished my other Prairie School of Santa. There's this one with the quilts, which I love. So this is Santa's Revisited, and it's 1990, 1994 and 2005, and she was just kind enough to send it to me. Thank you, Vicky. And this is Thomas by Kathy Barrack. I love this so much. I love all the colours in this. I'm not sure what fabric to do it on. I might actually order the call for, which is 36 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. This is Birds of a Feather alphabet sampler. I got this from I know they sell it on 123 Stitch, but I got this from Kitten Stitcher. This was just a filler for an order I'd placed to justify the postage. So yeah, now who was it who's finished this? I want to say it's Marlene by Stitching by the Lake, but I'm not 100% sure, but I just absolutely loved how it looked. I loved all the colours and everything. There's only 3. Now this one, I can't believe I managed to get this. Now, Pam from Pam and Steph showed this in a tour of their wall over Christmas, maybe 2 years ago, on one of their Flosstube videos, and it was Over the River by Pat Thode, and this is a limited edition kit, I think, from 2004 maybe, yeah, 2004. And I loved it when I saw it and didn't ever think I'd be able to get it here. And anyway, on our UK version of Stash and Load, somebody was selling it, I think for £15, and nobody's had it, and I saw it and I thought, that's the one, I had to have it. So I was so pleased that I managed to get it. And it came with it's not a kit as such, but it came with all of the Krynic, or Krennic, however you say, and then the Buck-Eyed Scarlet, and then it's got some beads and charms and Santa skates, because they are they're actually, you sew those on after. And I'm going to do this on some 32 count opalescent fabric. So I was so pleased when I found that. I picked up Dear Daughter by Blackbird Designs. I'd seen someone finish this recently on Instagram, I think, and I just thought it was beautiful, especially the butterfly there. Not that I've got a daughter, but I just love the design. So that. And then from Kitten Stitcher, I picked up Rebecca Cullen by The Scarlet Letter. Love this, love it so much. And this is all done, it's embroidery, but you do have the option in the chart to do cross stitch, so it's charted for both. I think it's from 2002. So you have version 1 and then version 2. So if you don't like the idea of embroidering, you can just do cross stitch, which I think is really good. And it tells you clearly which one is which. So if you can see from there, this is the one that you would embroider, and then there's another one if you just want to cross stitch it. So there is the cross stitch one. So yeah, and the whole reason for ordering from Kitten Stitcher was to get Dorothy Walpole, also by the Scarlet Letter, and I love this as well. There's a stitch along going on for this that starts in February next year, I think, and I might actually try and take part. I've got these both kitted up. Now here it's got speciality stitches and everything, and Nicole from Nicole's Needlework has almost finished this, and it just looks gorgeous, so I might start it if I can and try to actually keep up with it. I'm rubbish at stitch alongs, but I might try my best. Well, might try my best. I'll try my best. And I'm dropping everything. And this one, I can't believe I got this. This is Elizabethan Elegance by Leon Conrad. Now, Olivia B showed this in one of her Flosstubes maybe about a year ago, just over a year ago, and I pressed pause and I was like, what is that? I love that. It's all black work. And I've had it as a saved search on eBay since then, and it just came up and I couldn't believe it, and I managed to get it for something like £15, £20, and they're all the different designs there, so I was so pleased that I got this, and I think that's always nice when you manage to just find the chart that you've been longing for ages on eBay at a reasonable price. And then finally, I'm not sure if you've all heard, but Prairie Moon have gone digital, and are selling a lot of their designs on their new website in PDF form. Now, they are quite expensive, but it depends what you are happy to pay. So because I'm here in the UK, there aren't many, I've not seen many Prairie Moon. I've never seen actually any Prairie Moon for sale on eBay or anywhere like that. I've only ever seen it for sale in the US. And they might be at a reasonable cost, but then when you add the postage on, it does make it quite expensive. Or you get then some people selling them at really high prices, then you add on postage and it does make it even more expensive. But it's all, to me, it's all about what you're happy to pay. Now, this is Faces of Eve, and I've loved this design for ages. As soon as I saw it, I just love the quirkiness of it. I've printed it out on card to make it feel a bit more special. And this was $24, I think, or $26, which I know is expensive, but, and I think when they were originally out, they were, you know, a normal $12, $14 price, I don't really know. But I was happy to pay $24, and I think that ended up being about £20 to get this, because I'd pay more in shipping. And I know I can't sell it afterwards because it's a digital download, but I'm more than happy to have paid that money to get this chart that I wanted. But, you know, it's each to their own, and I would never judge anybody for paying however much that they want to pay for a chart that they really want. Anyway, that's it for all of my stitching stuff. Since my last video, I have celebrated a Flosstube anniversary, so it was 2 years at the very end of August, I think it was, or the beginning of September, I can't remember it is. Anyway, it's long overdue, but I would like to do a giveaway. So I would like to give away Lucy Navier by Hands Across the Sea. So it's unused, and it comes with the bookmark. So yeah, this was the Queen of the May chart that was released this year, limited edition. I'm not sure if it's sold out. It's definitely sold out on the Hands Across the Sea website, but I'm not sure if it's for sale anywhere else. But yes, that is what I would like to give away for my 2-year Flosstube anniversary. I would like you to tell me how you came up with your Instagram or YouTube name. If it's just your name, then just say that, but I would just like to know the origins of your own username. Mine, obviously my name's April, but mine is April, May, June. Originally it was something else, but I changed that because of some nasty emails that I'd got. But the reason why mine is April, May, June is because one of my friend's husband asked, I don't know how it came about, but they were talking about me, and what her husband asked what my middle name was, and she told him, oh, it's May, June, and he believed her, and she was like, as if he believes that. So telling this story, it was really funny at the time. So now all that group of friends call me April, May, June, or AMJ, and they write it in Christmas cards and my birthday cards, and it's just sort of stuck. So that's why I'm April, May, June. Oh, closing date. If I say the closing date will be the 15th of December, and then that will hopefully encourage me to do another Flosstube before Christmas. I've got a little life update. I requested to go part-time at work, which they've allowed me to do, so I'm now working 30 hours a week as opposed to 37 being my normal contracted hours. I'd work more than that. And I'm having every Wednesday off. Wednesday seems like a bit of a strange day, but I only have to work Monday, Tuesday, and then I've got a day off, and then Thursday, Friday, and then I've got the weekend. I had my first day off on Wednesday just gone, and it was so nice. I saw my friend in the morning. We just went to the park and had a walk round. She's got 2 little ones, so we went there. We went to Sutton Park. And it was just such a lovely day. And then I went to Lichfield after meeting her, and I went to Spellbound Beads to pick up some Christmas presents for me to make. And I just think that relief of knowing I've got a day off in the week and I've got more time for me. And I mean, I've got nobody in my life, you know, there's no kids, there's no husband or other half or anything like that. It is just me. So it's really quite indulgent what I'm doing. But I felt like I really needed it. I woke up, I'd been thinking about it for a while, but I woke up on a Monday and I just thought, I can't bear this anymore. And I just filled out the online form that we need to fill in to request to reduce your hours, or what do they call it, flexible working. And it was agreed, and I was quite surprised that it was agreed, but here we go. It does impact my wages quite a lot, but I think what it gives me for my well-being is means much more than the fiscal side of things. But it does mean that my spending habits will have to change quite a lot, and a lot of what I buy is cross stitch, but I do have more than enough, as you know. So I really do have to control my spending and try to cut down and calm down next year, definitely, and maybe try to not buy anything next year other than maybe threads or fabric for the charts that I've already got and I might want to start, albeit a lot of mine is already kitted up or part kitted up. I don't need to buy anything else, but I want to buy. It's this trying to buy yourself happy sometimes. But I'm hoping that this whole going part-time will just bring me into a more positive, not positive, because I am quite a positive person, but just my well-being is, hopefully it'll get me out of a vicious circle of whatever it is I'm dealing with since 2017 and my mum passing away and all of that. I can only think that it will be good for me to just be able to breathe and relax, even though there is only just me, but those who know me will understand. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, and hopefully it'll give me more time to do more up-to-date Flosstube videos, which I've just been atrocious. I think I've managed to do 3 this year, which is ridiculous. But anyway, I will see you all next time. Hopefully I'll do another video before Christmas. So, well, that's only next month, isn't it? So that's I can't believe how quick this year has gone. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Yeah, I'll just see you all next time.